Jake has never been the kind of guy who has been one to have a bunch of girls in his life. So when he was serious with a girl, I knew it was serious.
When I saw you in the morning light, I just held my place.
We would like to begin by thanking each and every one of you for being here to celebrate with Jake and Elise, as their lives together as husband and wife begins today.
We were choosing opportunity over wrong and right. Was a target worth the vanity?
And to you two,
Was it worth
we all
the
love you, and we're honored to be here with you on your very special day.
Oh, Elise, you're married. My little sister's married. I love you, and I'm so happy for you guys. I just remember every day after school coming home knowing that we'd get to play and do stuff and go outside and have such a good time. And now you're married to your best friend.
All the intern
How's it going?
How are you? You look awesome.
Do I?
Yeah.
So do you.
Come here.
Are you nervous or something?
No, just you look really good. I love the dress.
You do?
Yeah.
You thought it was gonna be something poofy.
That looks awesome. Come here. Are you ready?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah. This is crazy.
I know.
It's a roaster today.
Yeah, it is hot.
But
at least we have a breeze.
you look awesome.
I don't want to crush your boot.
It's okay.
Aw.
Do you like my outfit?
Yes, I love it.
Where's
I
my
picked
combo?
it.
Of course you did. Come here.
So you like the whole dress here?
I actually love it. It's a lot better than I actually, this is the first wedding dress that's I love that.
Yeah. I picked it.
We can never return.
I'm from Africa originally, from Congo. When I first came here, it was in our 5th grade. And me and Jake, we went to the same school, zero English whatsoever, but somehow we still connected and we became best friends. And this was in 2010. His whole family was welcoming. I was at his house every morning at 8 a.m. playing hockey outside. I'm the one who woke him up with the slap shots.
I remember meeting Jake for the first time, and just like Alex said in his talk earlier today, he was wild. He was wild. And we had a lot of fun times together and did some wild things, but the one thing that definitely strikes me and is impactful for me is that the changes that Jake has made and the spiritual man that he is and the head that he is for Elise is just something to take note of, and it's inspirational for me and encourages me to do better.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Hannah, and I'm here tonight as my very best friend's maid of honor. And if you know me and you know Elise, you know that we're the completely opposite types of girls. She will answer her phone no matter what time it is. She always errs on the side of caution. She's probably the least confrontational person I know. These same contrasts in personalities are what make Jake and Elise so magnificent.
If someone told me a few years back, when you two met, I'm calling it, Jake Wilcox, Elise Natvik, 2023, I would have said no way. The Elise I knew and the Jake I knew, I don't think so. Now they do say opposites attract, but even this might have been too much. Elise, at 16, I'd say you were a chill, relatively quiet on, compared to Jake. Girl from Oregon. She loves Oregon, never stops talking about it. But you, Elise, you knew how to have a good time, but everything in your life had its place. She was focused on school. She was dual enrolled in college courses. She didn't even have her license yet, but she already had her car picked out. She already knew what she wanted to be when she grew up. And I know they say girls mature quicker than guys, but she was on another level. She was ready for whatever the world was going to throw at her and had her whole life planned out at 16, except for the Jake part, of course. Jake at 16, though, one word: wild. Just a ball of energy. Definitely the funniest guy in the room, didn't give a care in the world. I distinctly remember, for no reason at all, the first time I met him, he came right up in my face, ran his fingers through his hair, and said, "What's up, sweetheart?" Just like that. Kind of weird, right? I was confused. I'm like, who's he calling sweetheart? But I quickly learned that's just how 16-year-old Jake said hello to his friends. And I must have been okay with it because we've been friends ever since. But yeah, Jake, he most certainly wasn't worried about his 5 to 10 year plan. He was just out here living his best life. So these two, total opposites just a few years ago. But of course, look at where you are now. Years have passed. You've both grown in your maturity and your love for Jehovah. You've set and reached goals for yourselves. Now you've found each other, and you're here today looking ahead to the next chapter of your lives. The scriptures remind us that Jehovah is a happy God and a God of love. So by following this arrangement, by getting married and keeping our marriage honorable, then it's going to be that much easier to reflect these qualities because we're doing things Jehovah's way. Love could not be expressed any better than how it is described in 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8. So if you can take anything away from what we've just discussed, remember these words. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous. It does not brag, does not get puffed up, does not behave indecently, does not look for its own interests, does not become provoked. It does not keep account of the injury. It does not rejoice over unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Ready to get married?
Oh, yeah.
We'll have the two witnesses please step forward. Great. We'll start with you, Jake. So I'll read this portion and you just say, "I do" at the end. Do you, Jacob Michael Wilcox, in the presence of Jehovah God and these witnesses, take Elise Christine Natvig to be your wedded wife, to love and to cherish, in accordance with the divine law, as outlined in the Holy Scriptures for Christian husbands, for as long as you both may live?
I do.
Right. Elise. Do you, Elise Christine Natvig, in the presence of Jehovah God and these witnesses, take Jacob Michael Wilcox to be your wedded husband, to love and to cherish and deeply respect, in accordance with the divine law, as outlined in the Holy Scriptures for Christian wives, for as long as you both may live?
I do.
It is my happy pleasure to introduce to this marriage gathering brother and sister, Jacob and Elise Wilcox. You may kiss the bride.
First and foremost is having Jehovah in your life, and that spiritual bond that you two have with one another will get you through so many of life challenges.
They have to keep Jehovah first in their marriage. That's the only way. And be thoughtful and loving of each other. Things that will keep them close to each other and not separate from each other. And they can last 53 years like we have.